What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to another video. As a result of her work in the 2016 film Room, Brie Larson was awarded the Academy Award for Best Actress. She has a long list of cinema, television, and theatrical credits that span a broad variety of genres, and she comes highly recommended by everyone who gets the opportunity to collaborate with her. So the question remains, why do people have such a strong negative reaction to Brie Larson? Keep watching to find out the real reason Brie Larson is hated so much. Number 5. Brie in Marvel. If you've been paying attention to Brie Larson's acting career for any significant amount of time, you're probably aware that one of the most significant parts she's played to date is Captain Marvel in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Her famous position as a superhero is still how she's known by the majority of society today, despite the fact that she's appeared in a great number of other amazing movies outside of the MCU. Unluckily for Larson, her performance as Captain Marvel was not universally praised by moviegoers and critics alike. Some crowds adored it, while others were not as enthusiastic about it. This is typical of most Marvel flicks. Even in movies that aren't Marvel, this is quite standard, but for some reason, fans really seem to have something against Brie Larson. It's probably reasonable to assume that the majority of Brie Larson's critics have it out for her because of her performance as Carol Danvers, also known as Captain Marvel in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The general plot line of the character's first film was considered by many spectators to be meh, owing to the fact that the dialogue was uninteresting and the plot moved at a glacial pace. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain Marvel is shown as being one of the most energetic and strong characters overall, which is supported by the comic books. The depiction of Larson was criticized for being flat and nonchalant by several commentators. To put it another way, a significant number of individuals were dissatisfied with the way she performed in such an important capacity. Number 4. Misogyny or hatred. There's a great probability that the massive outpouring of animosity directed against Larson is the result of covert misogyny. Actresses in Marvel Cinematic Universe films are often subjected to evaluations that are 2 times as severe as those given to male actors starring in the same films. For instance, viewers seldom ever criticize the job that Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth have done in their respective roles as Captain America and Thor respectively. On the other hand, as soon as Larson's movie was out in cinemas, she was the target of most of the bullying. The amount of criticism that she faced was significantly different from that which many of her male contemporaries have faced throughout the years. Number 3. Brie's stance on diversity. Due to the contentious nature of several statements that Larson made in 2019, she became involved in something of a controversy. The fact that she came out against the practice of obtaining movie critic from a 40-year-old white male was met with backlash from her audience. Rather than making such an anti-oriented comment, people wanted to see her advocate diversity in a pro-representation way in order to show that she's pro-representation. She afterwards attempted to provide more clarification for her comment, but she disclosed that it's quite difficult to retract something that's already been uttered in the presence of the public. Number 2. The production process. During the production of Avengers Endgame, there was reportedly considerable tension between Larson and some of the other actors that worked on the film. There's a video named Brie Larson Despised by the Cast that can be found on YouTube by itself, and doing even the most basic search on Google will bring up headlines that say things like Brie Larson Avengers Cast Quarrel. There are a lot of people who are fans of the show who feel that there is clearly some hatred going on behind the scenes, despite the fact that Larson has never publicly spoken out about being legitimately despised by her cast members. Number 1. Replacement for Larson. According to several discussions on Reddit, Marvel fans are hopeful that another actress besides Larson would take up the role of Captain Marvel in the film series. Fans expressed interest in seeing actresses such as Emilia Clarke, Shailene Woodley, Kat Graham, Jennifer Lawrence, Sophie Turner, Julianne Hough, Zendaya, Blake Lively, and Laura Vandervoort, amongst others. Fans who were truly wanting to see one of these other prominent faces instead of Larson may have turned their genuine sadness into anger due to the fact that Larson is the actress who ended up landing the desired job. There might be a lot of reasons for there to be inherent hatred, but most of them remain unjust. When you consider that Larson's position as Captain Marvel is just a small portion of her entire career, it's not really fair for fans to hate on her as much as they do now. The films Kong Skull Island, 21 Jump Street, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Just Mercy, Trainwreck, and Room are just a few of the numerous critically acclaimed films in which she has appeared in. Her performance in the film Room was the stepping stone that ultimately resulted in her being awarded the Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role in 2016. And that's the end of our video, guys. Let us know what you think of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel in the comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you'd never have to miss out on being notified of our upcoming videos in the future. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video with us, and until the next one, take care and goodbye.